Journalists and cameras are banned, but by boat you can get close to the Manus Island Regional Processing Centre. What is more accurately a prison for nearly 1,000 men is right on the coast. The refugees locked inside want to talk. Some have bribed cleaners and guards for phones. What do you hope is going to happen?
I have learned that there is nothing such a hope. This word is deleted in my vocabulary. I have seen even people, they were religious before, now they are atheists, because they said if there would be a God, they would have saved us by now. We are human, we are not animals.
The prison was established as a deterrent, along with another for families in another Pacific Island country, Nauru. Australia's government said people taking boats seeking asylum would either be turned around at sea or deported straight to much poorer Pacific countries with no prospect of ever living in Australia. The policy worked. The boats of refugees have almost entirely stopped coming to Australia. But the legacy is that people are still locked up in there more than 2 years after arriving on Australian soil. We did manage to drive past security guards and through the facility. Those we've talked to say conditions inside are terrible. In the past, prisoners have sewn their lips together in protest. Last year, during unrest inside, outsiders broke in and beat one man to death. About 50 men, the first assessed as genuine refugees, have been released. They live in this nearby transit centre. It's still guarded, but they can leave and walk to the local town. But so far, only one man has left Manus Island altogether. Reza Molagolipur was an engineer in Iran. He says he fled after uncovering corruption. An Australian friend bought him a plane ticket to Papua New Guinea's capital, Port Moresby. There, he's about to start a low-paying job.
I'm happy that I could live there to here, but I'm getting happiness when I'm getting out of from a terrible situation to bad situation, and at the moment I'm in bad situation.
Papua New Guinea is too poor with too much crime, he thinks. Other refugees on Manus hope a legal case will go their way if a court declares their transfer and imprisonment unconstitutional.
We are asking for the release of all the asylum seekers and refugees from Papua New Guinea back to Australia. Second is that we are asking the Australian government and PNG government to compensate them.
Australia's government has spent hundreds of millions of dollars on Papua New Guinea for taking its refugees. That's been worth it, it says. The policy's been a success. But those locked up don't see it in quite the same way. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Manus Island, Papua New Guinea.